Welcome to our fifth lecture in the 12-part series about the journey around Kailash, giving us a preview of what's going to happen in May so that we can all hold it in our mind, visualize the steps that will be taken as we stir the Mount Kailash. In our last lecture, the fourth one, Lao Du, the Master of Bliss, began his journey around the lake, the sacred lake to the south of the mountain. In today's lecture, Lao Du will continue that journey and finish that journey around the lake, and then prepare for the journey around the mountain Kailash itself. Just a short message from Lantos, and then we'll listen to the video. We'll watch the video together. Lantos said, "Today, the world experiences a sacred convergence of events. Guided by the force of the great wave of creation, this day of purification and intent for the ceremony of ambrosia for Kailash is blessed by the great celestial appearance of two values of full. Two fullnesses appear in turn in the heavens on this day of awakening and purification of intent. The moon approaches Earth in its brightest form of radiance to shine in fullness, and then, as if to teach the highest truth, this fullness transforms into empty. From total fullness of full to complete fullness of empty, the sun, the moon, and the earth combine to offer the way." Okay, let's watch this journey together.
Day 4 of the Kailash Travelogue, May 26th. The daily seed is number 17, the faith, locating the like. The transformation associated with this seed is uniting the reflective form of expression. There are several things which we found to be truly amazing about this seed. First, the idea of the lake and the reflection. This clear blue lake is certainly reflective, but the connection with the seed is much deeper than this. Locating the like is the experience of two fullnesses, the fullness of the full moon and the fullness of the empty moon, the totally eclipsed moon. Locating the like is realizing two forms of fullness, realizing or perceiving fullness of full and fullness of empty, two fullnesses. This is holy vision, ability to perceive two fullnesses. The next connection between the experience on the lake and the seed of this day was something which even Lao Du had not heard of. Although he had been to Kailash, he had not known about the holy lake having gates. On his journey around the lake, he had the instructions to talk with people about the holy sites along the way. Lao Du learned that the lake traditionally is said to have 4 gates, and what we found to be truly incredible was that the title of the seed, the faith, is the name of the gate, the North Gate, where Lao Du began and ended his circle around the lake. The title of the seed and the name of the gate are the same.
There's a hole here, and it seems people digging here. Tibetan people always digging this kind of holes for finding treasure. I don't know how to say this treasure in English, but in Chinese we call this 舍利子. It's like some, yes, also looks like sapphire and small, white, round, shining. Yeah, maybe they collect here. And this side is facing the lake, and here is the west shore of the lake. So I think maybe I will find some place nearby to purify the sapphires. So at that time it's around 7 p.m. So the eclipse of the moon should be around 7:30 is full of that. So after that the light will come back. So I just choose the two places at the west of the lake, and just before 2:30 and also just after 2:30, different place. I put all the sapphires into the water, and it's very interesting that at the purification gate, the water seems totally different from the nectar gate. The water there is very clear. It's very pure. It's like a crystal. That side is in dark, and this side still in sunshine. And this area is for purifying, and the water of purifying seems more clearly. Okay, then I will passing all the sapphires here. Here is the west shore of the Holy Lake. But also there have some grass inside the lake, but the water is very clear. It's same lake but different location, and the water is different. And the water I bring from the nectar gate, I bring back to my hotel room and put there. And after one night, the water, it should be more clear, is it? After one night, just put there, but it still looks not clear. It's just like you put some honey into water and mix them. Then the water turns like maybe yellow, maybe golden, just like this kind of color. So that's very interesting. And yes, just before and after the moon eclipse, I passing all the spheres in the Holy Lake. But during that time, me and the driver, we both have a very big question that we cannot find the moon. We try to do the things during the moon eclipse, but there's no moon showing. Where is it? We don't know. So maybe the sky is very clear, so it should not hidden anywhere. We think it's just maybe just hidden behind the mountains or like that. But after we finish the circle of the Holy Lake, we need to go to the other lake. The other lake, local people call that the Ghost Lake. The Holy Lake is taste not salty, but the Ghost Lake is taste salty. So I need to go there to do something, and at that time when we arrived at the Ghost Lake, it's about 9 o'clock, and it's still sun is still there. It's still bright, and after I do something, Lentos asked there. When we go back, there's a sunset, and at that time I see very beautiful color in the sky. First, you can see the earth. Then the first layer above the earth is the blue, then the pink, then the gold, then the blue sky. It looks very beautiful. And when we go back from the Ghost Lake to Daching, we will pass by the Holy Lake again. And just when we passed by the Holy Lake, I look out of the window of the car, and then I shouted, "Look at it!" And the car driver are scared. And why I'm shouted? I see the moon finally. There is a very, very beautiful moon. It's beautiful than the day before. A moon is rising just from the lake. Even at this moment, I explained what I saw at that time. I can feel some feeling come out. It's very beautiful. Just above the lake, you can see a very big, very bright moon, and some part of the moon were covered by the cloud at that time. But it's very beautiful. And also the driver, when at first he was scared by me, and then when he come down, he also look at the moon and feels very, very touching. But at that time, it's more and more dark, so we need to go back to Daching soon. Otherwise, it will be difficult to drive at that nighttime because there's no light on the road. But when we go out for 10 minutes, I asked the driver. So I said, we should go back to take more pictures of the moon over the lake because it's so beautiful. I think even our president will not have this chance to this kind of beautiful views. And the driver agreed with me. He also wondering to go back, but he's not asked because I'm the guest. But when I asked, he have no doubt and turn the car back, and we go back to the lake, to the Holy Lake side, and we just stand there and see the moon keep rising. And when we go back there, the moon is already high, and you can see the shaking of the wave in the lake. There's a moonlight is there. We just look at that, and we hear the flag. The wind is blowing, and the flag is shaking, and we can hear that voice. And just like that, you can see the moonlight shaking in the lake, and you can hear the flags shaking the wind. But at that moment, it feels very quiet. It feels silent. It's kind of silent just from our deep inside. Just like that. It's very beautiful. Yes, Lentos always talk about the knowledge about the full of Neo, full of full, this kind of knowledge. But at that time, I just feel the knowledge, not learn the knowledge, just feel it. My body knows it, can feel it. It's just a moon. Just the moon is from the eclipse. It just go back to the full moon. And it's so big, so bright, so beautiful, so touching. I will always remember that moment of the first day. It's so touched. And I also feel that all that energy is come to all the spheres I bring there. they maintain that energy. You can feel it.